Hello, 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 welcome back. I haven't done a live stream in quite some time, so definitely something I really wanted to do. I picked up a lot of followers lately, and I want to appreciate you guys for those that are just joined my channel. I just reshot my trailer, so the trailer is going to be different than the one I originally did, which is about a year old now. So I'm going to be taking this channel more or less, probably doing a live stream once a week and one video a week because my schedule permits that. So that's what I'm going to change to. Instead of doing two videos, I'm going to do one video and one live stream. And more likely than not, I'm probably going to get into the shorts game as well. So please to keep that in mind. Let's see here. And give it some time here, see if anyone wants to join or not. I didn't put this before. Hello, whoever just joined. Nice to see you. Hello there. So I just made a video about what I would tell my former self, which will be coming out on Monday. And that's something that I would say that is real interesting because if I was younger, what advice would I give myself? And that's something that I think is a good idea because a lot of the times you think, if I was younger, what would I want to know? So that's what I decided to make the video about. And honestly, I think it's a great idea in general. So that's why I went with that. And honestly, the way this channel is moving is this channel has helped me out quite a bit and I really enjoyed it. And it's something that I just enjoy doing. So honestly, in the future, what I may do like next year is I'm looking at maybe getting a laptop, getting a computer to where I can actually edit videos and actually going out and getting a real camera instead of using my smartphone. And that way I can put together better products for you guys as far as video wise. And in addition to that, I'm looking at getting some lighting so that way I have better pictures and I have better videos for you guys because it's such a thing right now where I don't have that. So I'm trying to upgrade stuff as I go. And I think that's going to help me out quite a bit. I haven't reached out lately to see if anyone is available to do an interview with me. I will reach out here more likely than not this month, if not next month. I'm extremely busy right now in my personal life, so it's taking quite a toll on me to where I don't really have a lot of time for YouTube and Instagram. So that's something that's going on right now, and it is very trying to me in order to get on here and do what I'm doing. So trying to make time and make the schedule to where I can do that, and I'm going to do the best that I can with that. So please do keep that in mind when I'm talking about what I'm fixing to do and turn this channel into. And honestly, another thing that I've thought about doing is on my Instagram, which is more active than here. I may do one live on here and alternate weekends or do one live on Instagram and one live here on YouTube and see what happens with that because I think that'll be a good idea. And honestly, I think that's something that I really would be passionate about because on Instagram, it's much easier for to get exposure than it is on YouTube to a certain degree because YouTube kind of shames people for paying for followers to a certain degree, but on Instagram, you really can pay for followers by doing advertising. If you pay for advertising, you can basically pay for followers and exposure where you don't get that opportunity here on YouTube to a certain degree. As far as I know, when I was working on Instagram and trying to get the account going, I was paying for advertising and it was helping quite a bit. And honestly, I think I would like to create a budget for that in the future. That way I can advertise on Instagram much more. And I do prefer that quite more than I do on here to a certain degree because the benefit seems to be more than what I'm doing here. And it's something that I really do want to consider going forward. Hello, whoever just joined. Nice to see you. I think the comments are turned on, so if you want to comment, start asking me questions or whatnot, go ahead, not a problem. Um, yeah, so honestly, here in the future, like I said, it's going to be very different for the channel. So please to keep that in mind. I've been really busy lately, and I really am strongly considering moving and shaking, doing things differently here, and we're going to go in that direction. So, yeah. All right. Well, I would say that it's been probably a month since I've done a live stream, and I've actually missed it. So this is just a spur of the moment. I had time. I made a video, and then I also made a new trailer. So that's the reason why you have what you have right now, me sitting in this chair, because I had time. So decided to make time and do it. And that's one thing that I'm running into is I'm actually investing more time into Instagram than I am into YouTube. And that's why I start looking at maybe this would be my second platform and Instagram would be the first one, because it's like I said, it's just much easier to get exposure on Instagram than it is on YouTube to a certain degree. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop making YouTube videos, because I will keep making them and making them, making them. I do enjoy making the YouTube videos. And then if I do get enough people, I would like to like maybe do 2 videos a week, or actually 1 video a week, because I'm going to start doing 1 video a week now, and then 1 live stream if I can. And then what I'm going to do is if I get interviews, I may do 1 interview a month, 1 interview every 2 weeks. I'm not quite sure how that will work, but that's something that I'm looking at doing. And then I'm thinking about inviting some of my friends on where you can talk to them and interact with them with the comments and see what you have to say. So definitely something that I would strongly recommend. But oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Let's see here. I have lately bought some ties. So I want to talk about this for a second here, because this is just a disaster. So on eBay, I bought these ties, right? And I was so excited. If you guys noticed a couple weeks back, maybe a month or so ago, I made an eBay haul. And I was so excited about this because I bought some knit ties. There's like 3 of them, and it was really inexpensive. They're vintage ties, knit ties. And I was really excited. So when I made that video and I opened it, I had to edit a large part of it out, because what had happened is that when I got that package in the mail, I thought, okay, cool. So I open it up and I'm like, hold on a second. These are not ties. This is a coffee pot. So I thought, this is really strange. Like, what's going on here? I reached out to the seller and he's like, oh my God, they made a mistake. And I said, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh, the Canadian Post, they made a mistake. I'm like, oh shit. So I got someone else's package. So what I had to do is that person did not pick up the ties. So what happened is basically those ties were returned to sender. So he just got them in Canada literally like 2 or 3 days ago. And this has been almost a month I've waited for him. And what he asked me to do was to send this coffee pot back to Michigan or Minnesota, wherever that person was from. And they took it this time. And then I'm still waiting on my ties. So I really am excited about that, because I want to make a video about knit ties and the benefits of knit ties. And I think that'd be a wonderful video. So definitely something that I'm looking forward to in the future. And what I mean is the knit tie is I have them in basic colors. I have one in green right now, gray, brown, and blue, all 4 of those colors. And you can relatively use them easily with any kind of business outfit that you're trying to use, especially if you use sport coats. And that's something that I've noticed here lately is with me is I try to have basically 2 colors. And then, for example, I have a solid color down here, and if I were in a sport coat, it would be like blue or brown here, but it will pop out. But the tie, I don't like having too much going on. So it's a way to kind of not bring too much attention to myself, so I could put just a regular tie on that's a solid color. And it makes sense to me to do that because it doesn't attract too much attention, and that's what I like to do. So I'm very excited in getting those ties. That's something else that I've mentioned before in these videos is eBay. Going on eBay and trying to find stuff that's vintage, and you'll find hell of a deal and much more inexpensive than if you tried to buy it from the retail store. Definitely, especially like ties and cufflinks and things like that. You can buy vintage ones, and you can buy stuff that's antique or antique-like, I guess it would be a better way to say that. And then you would be able to go in and add that stuff to your collection. Like right now, I had some Mercury 9 cufflinks that I had for years, and whoever just joined, thank you for joining. And those Mercury cufflink dime, I love those cufflinks, but I happened to lose them. So hopefully, my wife, I sent it to her and said, hey, this is definitely something that I'd be interested in having. And I think she's going to make it happen. So that's going to make me very excited, and definitely something that I look forward to in the future. All right, so I've been on here about 10 minutes here. And definitely we'll be coming back probably next weekend again, depending on the schedule. Like I said, I've been really, really busy lately, and I've put in a lot of hours doing other things. So that's taken a lot of my time where I haven't really had time to invest in making uh, content a lot for this channel. So that's kind of taking my time away from it, but I'm doing what I can. And that's basically what I'm going to do right now is I'm probably going to make a video about another eBay haul with the ties. I'm definitely going to make a video about I made videos about matching ties and sport coats. So what I may do is like a business casual lookbook where I will make several different outfits that you could wear business casual wise, and you definitely will be able to get away with it, and it won't cause any kind of issue within an office. Like some people, they want to go crazy with business casual, and you don't have to. What I like to say is whatever the boss is wearing, you generally want to do either right, like even with them, maybe one step above them. And then some bosses, depending on how much ego they have, you want to be one below them. What I mean by that is, for example, if the boss wears a full suit, then you know, hey, I can wear a full suit. If the boss wears a shirt and a tie, then you know, okay, I can wear a shirt and a tie, and then maybe a sport coat. If the boss doesn't wear a tie, then it's like, okay, you're probably not going to be able to wear a tie and just wear a regular shirt. If the boss wears polo shirts, then you may be able to get away with wearing like dress shirts, and that's it. Like I wouldn't wear a tie or anything like that because sometimes they get jealous. So don't do that to yourself or shoot yourself in the foot. You don't want many holes in your feet. You try to take what you can get out of it and go from there, which is why I like working out where I'm working out right now, because generally speaking, it's relatively easy to where I can basically do business casual, but the higher end of business casual where I don't have to wear suits per se, but I can wear other things, because when you start to wear suits every day, you start looking like a funeral director, in my opinion, because if you're doing it for business, you're basically going to wear what I'm wearing right now: charcoal, navy blue, maybe a pinstripe, maybe a dark brown, and then you have like a Friday suit or a Friday sport coat or a Friday outfit, and that's it. And honestly, for me, I don't really enjoy that because I'd much rather have fun with the sport coats, change different ties, different jackets, different pants, different. To me, that's much more fun to mess with than just like, all right, I'm wearing a gray suit today. What time I'm wearing? I'm wearing a blue suit today. What time I'm wearing? If I'm wearing a pinstripe, this is what I'm wearing. If I'm wearing a brown suit, to me, it's not as fun to me as mixing and matching sport coats and ties, and that, to me, that's much more interesting in my opinion, and you can have a lot more fun with it. So definitely something that I have enjoyed doing. And yeah, I honestly believe that if you had the opportunity to do that, then do it. Go for it. Try to elevate what you're doing, maybe one or two steps above. The hardest thing, in my opinion, to pull off is casual, but still look stylish. Probably the hardest thing to pull off. And that's something that is really fun to me. It's not something that I perfected. I'm not a perfectionist by any sort of imagination. I'm not a professional or anything, but I really do enjoy mixing and matching and having fun with the casual side of business casual and the more formal side of business casual, because you can put different looks together. And I don't know what they're doing out there, but I guess, oh, someone's trying to do something with their car, I guess. All right. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head out of here. So I just wanted to jump in real quick and say hi to you guys, and hopefully y'all have a good day. And like I said, I'm going to post this video. So see you guys later. Y'all have a good day.